drifting on a breeze, only I can see and hear. Could it be the sacred wind that's calling me to now begin to walk into the dark, copying the light of tomorrow? Don't fear, you'll be safe from now on. Morning sky watching. Oh, there's always something. Why? Why? What have I done to deserve this? Thank you, Kirby. Don't fear, you'll be safe from now on. Morning sky watching over all. Moving over endless mountains up so high. Walk into the light. Your heart will see the path and you will find the way. Just wait and see. I'm doing pretty good. Oh my god. YouTube for some reason put this on the wrong thumbnail and wrong title, like from a few days ago. Oh my gosh. How could this, like, genuinely, how could this happen to me? Oh, well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. What a beautiful wedding, what a beautiful wedding, says a bridesmaid to a waiter. And yes, but I managed to get your stream up on YouTube this time. That's wonderful. At least we have that, because Twitch is not working, but you know what? It's fine. I'm gonna just fix the title and thumbnail of this stream, and then we're just gonna go ahead and jump in. Do you know what tomorrow is? We grew in opposite sides. G28 time. Oh shoot. Oh man, why did they... I sound like Dora. Do you know what time? Do you know what day it is tomorrow? Oh my gosh, I forgot the remapping. Okay. I got you, and you got me. I don't need my glasses on to see we're both... In Tomodachi, I shipped Maria from Sound of Music with Ronald McDonald. That's crazy, but that sounds so funny. I got you, and you got me. I don't need my glasses on to see we're both pretty lucky. Stuck inside with no TV. Being bored with you makes me as happy as can be. Let's have some fun together. You're my best friend forever. BFF, that stands for us. I don't think anybody's gonna miss this VOD, so I'll just take it down. This older one. Life is sweet. There's snacks we can eat. We'll get by if we just sit around doing nothing. Ooh, 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 ooh. I forgot the folder that I have my thumbnails. I got you, and you got me. Being bored with you makes me as happy as can be. Let's have some fun together. You're my best friend forever. Oh wow, Dime got second. That's crazy. It's a Twitch issue, not an Overlord issue. Thank you, thank you. Let me in. I know I'm trying to let people in, to be honest. But if it's a Twitch issue, then I'm not really sure if I can do anything about that. I still can't find the thumbnail. Where did I put it? You know what? I just need to stop stressing. Like, low-key. Where did I put it? Where did I put these thumbnails? These must be, like, in the worst... Is it under this folder? No. I have too many folders that sound like, you know what? It's this. I know exactly where it is now. It clicked. It clicked for me. Okay, let's get started. It's really so unfortunate that Twitch is evidently not working today. And you know what? YouTube might also be... It skipped your streak. No! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Dime, and anybody else who lost their streak. So Lemon, I'm pretty sure that Lemon also lost their streak. Is there a way for you to go back to the old VOD, watch that for like a couple of seconds, and then get your streak again? In case you missed it, a brand new teaser for a hit new album for Les Seraphim came out. Ooh, which one? I actually did miss it. I don't know. Which song? You gotta come behind the closed doors. You move like an animal. Oh, actually, I do know it. It's that one that's like really chanty and like party music, right? Like that was the vibe. I got you and you got me. Being bored with you makes me. Okay. Warning. Beyond this point is the commercial sector. Once the restriction is lifted, all entry will be permitted for any individual. Control will no longer be possible. Made your night? Oh, that's wonderful. Witch hunt witch for possible loss of our streaks. Honestly, I'll stand right there with you. I'll stand there right there with you. I didn't lose my streak, but if you guys start rioting, I will too. Once the restriction is lifted, all entry will be permitted for any individual. Control will no longer be possible. I still have it, but it went from 181. It should have been 180 today. I see. Whoa. Strange. Ah, so that's why you're hesitating. I get it, but we really need to get in so we can investigate. He's right. There's no way we can find out more about your power source without going further in. We need to investigate. And it will happen this September. Coming up, so it's gonna be fun. Ooh, that's wonderful. You know what? I did hear a few things about September being good, like with game releases and everything, so who knows? Maybe September will be the time when everything gets better. This was already discussed. You agreed to open the gates for us. Kiria doesn't respond for a moment, though his face is the same as always. You can practically see his thoughts racing. Acceptable. All parties must accept the risk for progress to be made. The gate will be opened. Work, you garbage platform. And you know what? I saw other people streaming, so is it really a Twitch problem or is it a me problem? Because I feel so bad if it's me. Kiria lifts his hand and the transparent barrier over the gate disappears. Warning, beyond this point is a zone of increased instability. Please exercise caution during exploration and recording. And thanks, Brony. I appreciate it. I'll stand guard here. Who knows what those weird white things will come out. Oh, the divine beast. Thank you, Fuenche. I must repair damage to the sector. I'll assist you when my work is complete. Choa. Okay, let's go. Why am I nervous? No, in another server, someone said that she's having stream problems too. I see, Brony. Interesting. The gate to the commercial sector deeper within Gorias has opened. Go inside and see what you find there. Commercial sector is kind of a crazy name. Our messages might not go through. Dang. I actually have a cookie today. Is this exactly the same kind of thing? It's the exact same layout. There's a gate and everything. There's a whole gate here too. Unlike the residential sector, you can see the remains of buildings and machines here. Are the remains and the machines here with us? Are they in the room with us? Is that it? Is this the machine that they're referring to? This one? Unlike... Okay. And yet, the air that hangs about this place feels dry and stagnant. Huh? Are we sure the gods used to live here? I don't want to offend our host, but I gotta say this feels even less like a place where anyone lives than what? Oh my gosh. I don't want to offend our hosts, but I gotta say this feels even less like a place where anyone lives than Murias did. Stabbington redeemed something? Head pat, well thank you so much for the head pats, I appreciate it. So if you're over on Twitch and you realize that something's wrong, apparently Twitch is down for a bit, so redeems might not go through, and then also like messages might not go through. Twitch kind of messed up, right. Honestly, I'm surprised that you can be here, Stabby. You're like the lone survivor of Twitch right now. Hope everyone's having a pleasant Thursday. I am. Now that we started stream, I feel a lot less anxious, you know what I mean? Ah! Dime, did you... What is it called? Like, Chens McGrife over to Twitch? You're not wrong. There's enough around to suggest that what used to be here, but you can feel that everything came grinding to a halt. And that it's been like this for a long time. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome in, Bun. It's sad finding out. Yes, Stabby. Honestly, we lost like 7 legends so close to each other. Like a lot of singers, a lot of actors. For anyone who doesn't know Peter Cullen, I don't actually know how to say his last name, but he did like the voice of Optimus Prime and then like Eeyore. I'm sure he did other things as well, but those are like, to me, the most like iconic roles that he did. Oh, it's such a bummer. We lost too many good people. And you know, I was out here mourning like Dolly Parton too. Like, it was so bad. And then now we have to do it again. And I just feel so bad. But anyway. All that stands seems like it could crumble to dust at the slightest touch. What do you think the equipment's for? Some sort of workshop, maybe? Yeah. Well, I suppose there's only one way to find out. Let's split up and each cover a part of the area like we did before. It should go faster that way. Okay. I'm going to try to see if there's anything hidden here like we found in the residential sector. Frank Welker. Let me look up who that is. Frank Welker. Welker. Fred Jones. Ooh, nice! I'm glad we still have him. We grew on opposite sides of town. I played in the sandbox, you played on the ground. We make reservations before you made burgers working the drive-thru. But lately it seems like, wow, Tom and Jerry. Now that, oh, Tarzan. Now that we've grown up, the Lone Ranger. Dungeons and Dragons? That's crazy. I actually watched that. Inspector Gadget. Do 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 do. Hoo hoo. Do 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 do. Inspector Gadget. Dun, dun, dun. Baby Kermit. I love Muppets Babies. G.I. Joe. Okay, so this guy is a legend. I'm glad we still have him. Thank goodness, right? He is. Yeah, I watched Scooby-Doo. I loved it. He does other things, but I'm gonna stop reading for there. I'm going to try to see if there's anything hidden here, like we found in the residential sector. Sounds good. Why don't you take the photostatic imager? You seem like you got a knack for using it. If you see anything that stands out or seems noteworthy, grab an image of it. Don't be shy. We can let the scholars sort them out later. The signs of burning concern me. Burning? If the fires were intended, then some god must have desired it hidden. I will start there. I guess I could look at the strange structure then. Oh, interesting, Stabby. If you guys find anything that seems important, be sure to let the rest of us know, alright? Oh, okay. I can't leave Aine alone. Look at this face that she's making. She's clearly depressed, and I don't know why, other than the Sephra stuff. So, for anyone who doesn't know, we left off in the story where Sephra had like a mental break, basically. He got mad and exploded at Aine and basically blamed everything on her. Meanwhile, we're also like going in and then trying to figure out what the power source was to try to recreate it so that we can get Gorias up and running again. I want her hair. Who? Aine? Aine's hair? Scooby-Doo was my childhood. Some episodes have interesting monster backstories, right? Yeah, I liked some of the episodes more than others. I think I really like Scooby-Doo in the Ghoul School. That one was really fun. And I also like the movie. In fact, I liked a lot of the crossovers they did, because they did like Adam, the Addams Family. There was like, what about Wednesday? Well, what about Thursday, Friday, Saturday? That was so funny, man. Scooby-Doo was good. I admit I know more of like the earlier Scooby-Doos and the newer ones, and then like a lot of the movies. Like I watched a lot of the movies, even the live action ones. The live action ones weren't really my favorite, but I watched them anyway. Oh, okay. Aine snaps back into the conversation, though her expression suggests that she's preoccupied with other pots. It would be great if I could find another stack of my mother's writings here too. Come on now. Like, yeah. The group has decided to split up and look around the commercial sector. Use the photostatic imager to record images of any points of interest you may come across. The futuristic monster coming to malfunction of the time machine I remember. I'm actually going to close this because it's kind of distracting me. Am I supposed to take a photo of this? I assume I am. Cruel and awful. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh shoot. Da 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 da. Hello, Otaku. Welcome in. It seems like people are able to use Twitch again, which is good. If this is a dream, please don't wake me up. I just wanna rest in this lovely place with this nostalgic song in our hearts. There is some magic that cannot depart. Okay, image of an interceptor. Eeyore. Yeah! That was also the voice of, like, Peter. Peter Cullen? A rabbit named... Dalga. I don't know why her music got tense all of a sudden. Did you hear that? Dalga is standing stock still in front of the burnt and charred remains of machinery, looking as if she's rooted in place. The treasure planet, same guy. I see. No matter where we go, the gods never change. Putting their broken toys on display like some sort of trophy. It's cruel. It's awful. She's not happy. Declan and Aine apparently finished poking around elsewhere. Walk up to join you. Well, maybe these are just machines? They might not have been alive like the constructs. Still, sure is bad to look at. Did they... No, I don't want to assume the worst. It might not be as bad as it looks. I don't know what I'm looking at. Why is everybody really distraught here? Does this look like a golem to you guys? Like, are they thinking this is a golem? And am I dumb for not being able to see it? I kind of hate how deep they keep burying the lead. What is the lead? Delga has fluffy looking hair. Yeah, she does, kind of, right? In general, I think Delga has one of the better outfits this season as well, in my personal opinion. I watched a lot of Disney. In fact, I have a whole VHS catalog. If it's on VHS and Disney, I probably own it. Did they... No, I don't want to assume the worst. It might not be as bad as it looks. Oh, yes? What do you think this is then? What possible reason could they have for dragging all the parts into this twisted... What could it be other than a warning? What am I looking at? I don't even know what I'm looking at, Delga. A warning that those who stand against the wishes of the gods end up like this. Like, the music got tense and weird. Exactly, yeah, it got really weird really suddenly. Like, Delga is not happy, and I don't really get what I'm looking at. How am I? I'm doing wonderful. How are you, Otaku? Delga's voice trembles, as if her anger is threatening to overflow the words she's shoved into it. And all the while, they were building themselves a weapon like that. It is almost funny, isn't it? She didn't actually laugh. Did you hear that? I literally waited for her to finish that sentence, and then she didn't do the haha, because I was trying to see what the vibe was. Could be a golem, all the pieces are misaligned. I see. That is awful, then. Delga points at a giant structure towering high into the sky. Yeah, Tim Curry, Peter Cullen, Dolly Parton. There's been like 7 people. There's 7 people so far. In like the last week, we've lost like 7 people. 7 cool people. Delga points at the giant structure towering high into the sky. A weapon? A structure that size. Why do you think they needed it? To cause problems, to bring divine beasts to Aaron. What was it what they were trying to stop? Trying to stop, or do you think they were trying to cause it? It feels like they were trying to cause problems. Every single one of them is nothing more than a petty coward. They want to hold everything for themselves, but they're terrified of the possibility of getting their hands dirty. I think Delga might be a little bit... Okay, so she has a reason to be upset. Because remember, her entire race. So she's not Tidan like the rest of us. So there's 2 races, Tidan and Malaysian. But there used to be more. And then also Formers. But there used to be another one, which is what Delga is a part of. So her entire race of people been completely wiped out. She's the last survivor. So I can understand why she's angry. And immediately thinks the worst of everybody, basically. I can get it. I do think she's jumping the gun a little bit. Like, I don't necessarily think that everybody's a petty coward. There are some people who very clearly were defending. Like, for example, Heimrich was not a bad goddess. She just did what she thought was helpful wasn't necessarily helpful. There's only one possibility. They were afraid. Otherwise, there would be no reason to build such a monstrosity. After ages of supplanting peace with strife and trampling on all of those weaker than they were terrified of their deeds coming back to them. That someone would finally be strong enough to treat them the same way they treated everyone else. I don't think Delga is on a roll. Like, I can understand why she thinks that, but now that I'm thinking about it, the hee hee haha antagonist of this season, they're not really afraid. They're just giggling and laughing at our misfortune. So I don't think she's right, but I understand why she thinks that. So they built their weapons out of fear and destroyed their own creations out of fear. Kicks Twitch infernal platform. Oh no. Delga speaks quietly, but in the silent, desolate landscape, her voice seems to ring out over everything like the tolling of a bell. Delga, the last survivor, gotta maintain the bloodline and lol. You know what? Maybe she might. I don't know. But she doesn't really like many people because she's like the last survivor of her people. And Tiddan were the people who got into the war with her people. So I don't really know exactly how the war started, but if they started not Aine specifically, but this is like way back war. So I don't know. I feel like maybe Morgan would have stepped in, which is why she doesn't like the gods. Beep boop. Welcome in, Konbons. What happens to the people of Gorias? I don't think there was any people. I think it was only constructs, but I could be wrong about that. So I think it was only constructs and the gods, because the gods lived here at some point. And then I think it was constructs as well. And then all of the gods left, as they did with the other cities. You know, like with Murias, the gods weren't there. But I don't think we've learned enough. Like, we knew Midir was the goddess in charge of Murias. But I don't think we know who the god or goddess in charge of this place was. And Murias is also empty. Is there a third realm? I think so. I think there's another one. Because if you remember, there was like all the way at the beginning of Winds of Fate. Like over in like G26, I think. I think G26. Yeah. They talked about 3 cities of the gods. So we know Philias was it. And I remember one of them was not Philias. So I was thinking like, oh, but Philias was also another city of the gods. But here in Winds of Fate, they said 3. And it wasn't Philias included. So we've seen Murias, Gorias. And then we're gonna see another place, which I guess is gonna be in the next generation. Or maybe Philias has a different name. Because remember how Gorias has 2 names? So it could be Philias that we already closed. And then it has a different name. But why build their weapon here? And what remains of those constructs? Are they related? I don't think we're going to be able to find it out by ourselves. Let's ask Conche. Yeah, you're right. Whatever she has to say is bound to be more accurate than our wild guesses. Let's talk to her then. Following Aine to the residential sector, Delga keeps clenching and unclenching her hands into fists. That's freaky. Talk to Fonche, who is guarding the residential sector, and find out the truth. I do admit it is a little bit unnerving. You cannot go this way. What do you mean? I literally I was told to go over here. What do you mean I can't go this way? The little quest marker literally says to go over there. Do I have to go over here? Oh, that's weird. She looks up from her guard post in the residential sector as you approach and waves at you cheerfully. Aine, our visitors, how is it going? Or did you have a question for me? We found some things in the commercial sector that caught our eye. We wanted to know more if you can tell us. Yeah, like that giant structure. You know what it's there for? Whatever she says is gonna entirely change the vibe. I was still lurking back then and wasn't as invested in Mabi's story as much, so I don't really remember. Plus, I started following at the tail end of G26. I see. So yeah, basically at G26, we learned that we did have to close the City of the Gods. And they told us the names of 3 cities. So they said Murias, and then Gorias, and then there was another one. And I remember being like, oh, that's weird. Where's that? And then why isn't Phileas also considered one of the city of the gods? Because it was literally a city of the god in Alchemist. So there's either 4 cities and they're just completely forgetting about Phileas, or Phileas is going to be renamed to one of these, just like how Gorgias has a second name. Do you know what it's there for? Oh, of course, that's the Interceptor. I like how it has a different font color. Guess who's in the house? Hey! Is it Patchy the dinosaur? We might go back. It can attack from afar with precision, and it's even more powerful enough to destroy things that were made by the masters. We've waited long for the master song, and it's time to join in the chorus. Or it used to be able to do all that. Now it doesn't have power, so it just stands there. Maybe that's not such a bad thing. So it is in fact a weapon. The gods can't help but bring destruction with them wherever they go. Ask about the pile of debris. Well, her smile abruptly fades as if you flipped a switch. She seems to choose her next words very carefully. When the masters left Gorgias, they destroyed all the constructs except for Kyria. That's crazy. That's awful. I like that. She gets to float without wings. I want that. You can too! I'm pretty sure there's a lot of items that do that, Dime. I want the one that's like a flower, and then you can hold the flower and then fly around. But there's also the marionette one. That one is also gorgeous. I want that too. There's also like the flight coupons. Like I can show you that. If you just use the flight coupon, you can just like float in the air for a bit. I'll show you that as well. I'm pretty sure the Mafia capes also do that. I can show you. When the masters left Gorgias, they destroyed all the constructs except for Kyria. That's what the pile is. The bodies of the other constructs. My watch streak is back. Hey, that's wonderful. Dalga. What? Seriously? All of them? But what about you and the sanitation constructs? Kyria reactivated us using parts from the pile. Oh. Ooh. So, we're made up a bunch of different constructs, and I think Kyria used parts of himself, too. Oh, that is rough. Maybe that's why none of us can really stand to disagree with him. When he got his heart set on something, that's part of him. That's in all of us. That's kind of disturbing. That's actually disturbing. Oh, shoot. I accidentally missed. Ponche holds up her hand and shrugs in helpless resignation. Twitch must be punished. I want it to work like wings. Fair. Ponche holds out her hands and shrugs in helpless resignation. Really? But you all look so complete. There's no trace of being burnt or broken, unlike the constructs in the pile. Well, I think it's easier to just show you. Will you come with me to the commercial sector, please? Emotion leaves her face, like curtains closing. Without waiting for an answer, she turns and walks towards the commercial sector. Follow her. But, like, you can use the flight coupon, and then you can fly around like this. And I think the different flight coupons have different, like, animations and stuff. This is just the Sweetheart's flight coupon. There's also different wings have different things. Let me see if I have one. What is this? Mystic Atelier? I feel like I remember this, but I completely also forgot about that. I think this one will do it. And then maybe like this one. If you go over here to spread wings, they have their own animation too. Not every wing does it, but most of them do, I think. And some look better than others. Whee! Off with Twitch's head! I have those, but you can't fight with it. That's true. That is true. There might be another wing, I think, that costs a significant amount more that does let you fight, and it just so it's like it does the spread wings, but all the time, so that you fly even when you walk, basically. But it's very expensive, so I don't have it, and I forgot what it was called. Oh, it's over here? My instinct is to run up here. Who should we appoint to be the kingdom's executor? Imagine. Executioner. Oh, I ran the wrong way. I'm very good at running the wrong way. There should be aura space wings or hyperspace wings. There. In front of the ruins of the workshop, amidst the piles of broken things, Ponche leads you to a large metallic box. It looks almost like a coffin. Here. I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, I don't remember either. This is where Kiria found me. She traces a finger along the shiny surface, as if mapping out an old, forgotten pathway. Based on what's written, I was the first construct the masters made to look like a mortal. But they messed up. I didn't just look like a mortal, I fought like them, and dreamt like them. The gods didn't like it. In their eyes, I was a failure. So they wiped my memory and left my body in storage as a research specimen. Ponche's eyes are distant, but her voice remains calm and cheerful. Isn't that funny? So that's why Kiria could reactivate me. The gods really went that far? Seriously? They erased your memories just because you acted like a mortal? That's... But your memories are what make you you. Make you who you are. The people who are important to you, the experiences that taught you something. I mean, you don't have to say it like that. Like, she's right here. Don't pity her to her face. That'll make her uncomfortable. First in Murias and now this? Why do the gods think they can just take them away? That is true. Now that I'm thinking about it, Lenin also was erasing everybody's memory very often. I have no qualms being the executioner. Or we could employ Stabbington. Both are very good at it, I feel. I feel like we'd either get a lot of suplexing or a lot of stabbing. Because the gods sought what they always seek. Control. Can you really still be surprised by this? As always, they shaped the world in exactly the way they desired, moving or breaking living things like figurines on a board. I think Aina is gonna start her villain arc. I really feel that way. Because Delga is like whispering in her ear all of the worst possible things. And then Aina is really getting new information. Like, she's seeing new information, and her only, like, her only person, like, in her corner that's, like, talking, well, there's two. One that's mega confused, so she has to look to the other person who knows what's going on, right? Delga. So Delga is the only one, like... I just feel like it's gonna get negative. I feel like it's gonna get really negative soon. Oh, you don't remember anything before you were reactivated? It might be a blessing. Like, low-key, we don't know what she went through in Gordias. No, but it's okay. I formed lots of memories with Kiria, so that's who I am now. What did the gods make constructs for anyway? Clearly they wanted tools. Beings who would obey their every word without question. I'm sorry to bring up all this ugly history. It must be hard for you. I don't know if it's any consolation, but I like the person you are now. Curious, kind, and full of emotion. Aw, thanks, Aine. Everyone is on their villain arc. Declan gotta resolve his trauma, so he abandoned the dark path. Exactly. I'm actually so proud of Declan. He is not being as much, because in Murias, it was bad. Like, he kept getting in Dairin's way. And, like, he knew that was not his sister at, like, halfway through. But he still couldn't get over it. And I get it. But he just needed therapy so badly. Because he had never really come to grips with it. But I'm proud of Declan right now that he's, like, not as explosive as he was in G26 and 7. If you want to know more, I bet there's more to find around the commercial sector. There's more of the master's things left here than anywhere else in Gorias. Fonche gives the assembled mercenaries a smile, but it doesn't seem happy. Oh dear. And I give Sephra a pass. I give him a pass because he's been controlled. Like, if something is going on, he's getting, like, corrupted or something. Same with Kiria. So they're both having, like, bad thoughts, not because of their own, like, will or something that they can just overcome. It's because of some weird spell or device or something. I don't know. Curse. I think I'm gonna go back to the residential sector now. Kiria should be able to help you soon. He told me he finished his urgent repairs. So you can ask him if you need anything. Thank you so much. All I did was tell you what I know. You're doing all the hard work, so keep it up. She smiles unhappily and walks towards the residential sector. That story was even worse than I expected. So who would you want to be your executioner? I have no idea. You work that out. Anybody can take any job they like. The story was even worse than I expected. But I think Stabby doesn't have a role yet, right? So maybe that could be Stabby. Fonche always seems so strong and cheerful. I never thought she dealt with something like that. Well, we better get back to work. For Eren and for the constructs of Gorias. Yes, we wish to send Twitch to the gallows. You're correct. Matters of the present are demanding our attention. We cannot spend too much time dwelling on the distant past. As Fonche returns to the residential sector alone, you return to your search of the commercial sector. Imagine if tomorrow Twitch is not named Twitch anymore and it's named something else. It's like named Stabby. And Stabby just did a total takedown. It's the takedown, tear you into pieces in a world of pain. 'Cause you're all the same. What's the loading circle on the screen? On the screen? I didn't see any loading circle. YouTube doesn't have a loading circle. The records deciphered. If you want to know more about life in Gorias, you should take a look around the commercial sector. You'll find more things left by the masters there than anywhere else in the city. Maybe you'll even discover what you're looking for. Okay. Through the grating, through the floorboard, through the fine light comes the mist. The first thing okay. Aine, Declan, and Dalga, who decided to look around the commercial sector again, are huddled together talking. It seems they found something. Look at that. It's just streaming overtime and we're laying out the roles and giving her kingdom and everything. Hey, I love it. I love it. Here, look at that. Maybe that's how her music starts. Yeah, I guess so, right? Because I heard it too. I wasn't sure if it was more dramatic last time. Because I'm not sure if it just hit me different that time. Or if it... Because it did it right there too, right? Wait, is the first half of her music soft? And then the second half kind of more severe? Is that what it is? And then maybe I was just talking to her for a while. And then when I clicked, it got to the more severe part. It stood out all of a sudden. Yeah. Here, look at that. A mostly intact structure is covered in strange markings. You don't know how to interpret the squiggles and shapes in front of you. What do you think they are? Some of them repeat. Look. So there must be a pattern to it, I think. It looks like drawing practice. It looks like decoration. It all looks like letters. I'm gonna say drawing practice. Why? Because I feel like it looks like letters is gonna get, what is called responsible. I don't want responsible. Something about responsible is throwing me off and I don't want to see it. So I'm gonna say it looks like drawing practice. Because I think this is defiant. So I think this is drawing practice is gonna be like something else. You think so? There was no choice. I was looking over here. You think so? I guess maybe the gods had really weird taste in art, but I don't see it. Do you think this is what the gods' language look like? If that's it, then of course we wouldn't understand it. Just like the gods to leave their scribbles everywhere. No, I can't even fault that. I'm just angry. I'm glad you admit that. She was about to be mad about the writing, and I was like, come on now. Now I'm like zooming in to see if I can tell what that says. But no, that's not anything. That's literally squiggles. I'm just angry. Honestly valid. Someone get her a Kit Kat or a Snickers. Delga traces the patterns on the wall with her fingertip. I cannot comprehend them, but I do think they have meaning. Look at how delicate the carving is. It was clearly done with care, so whatever was written must have been important to someone. Let's use the photostatic imager. Honestly, the best call, because if anybody can understand it, scholars can, right? You should check general chat on Discord. Okay. I might have to do so after stream, though. We cannot read them, but surely someone can. Oh, that's a good idea. We should show the image to Kiria. I need to join her Discord. Discord, I'm howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Discord, whatever do we do to make you take our world away? Discord, are we or pray alone? LOL, Lemon, I just checked. Because I got curious. Poincha said we could ask him for help if we needed it, didn't she? Stop posting links. Oh no! Is that the Discord link? Discord, I'm howling at the moon. Oh my god. I cannot even type in my own Twitch chat. What is this? Fail to determine content classification? What? Okay, I think I'm in. Wow, I'm in my own stream, finally. That should work. Wouldn't you like to be a cookie too? Funcha said we could ask him if we needed anything, didn't she? Not a bad idea. That didn't even occur to me. Too used to us being on our own. Cookie! If it's the language of the gods, then surely Kiria would know how to interpret it. I don't necessarily think that's true, but alright. Better than us trying to guess it. It's decided. Can you take an image where the letters are clearly visible? If these symbols are the language of the gods, they may tell you something important. Bread! How are you? Record an image of the symbols and show it to Kiria. I'm doing pretty good. So we have to take a picture where the letters are visible. Is this a blacksmith spot? That's crazy. Why is there a blacksmith spot right here? And I can't use it either. I guess they want me to take a picture of this side. Picture, picture, smile for the picture. Doesn't seem like you can capture an image of the subject. I guess not then. Pose with your brother, won't you be a good sister? Everyone thinks that we're perfect. Please don't let them look through the curtain. D-O-L-L-H-O-U-S-E. I see things that nobody else sees. You have an image of the strange symbol you found. Bring it to Kiria and see what he says. I don't know why, because I thought the letters were right here, so I don't know why it wanted me to take a picture of something right here. Like, I don't really know what they wanted me to take a picture of here. But it is what it is, right? Right? Wild, would anyone be willing to let me borrow 5 million gold or help me hold an item till I have the money? I can hold the item. What item are you looking for? D-O-L-L-H-O-U-S-E. I see things that nobody else sees. D-O-L-L-H-O-U-S-E. I see things that nobody else sees. We'll be the perfect family. Are you trying to get the Aine hair, maybe? You show the recording of a strange scribble to Kiria, who looks up from his repairs to study it. Kiria looks at it carefully. Analysis. Similar shapes suggest that this is a form of writing. It is written form of the language of the masters. So it really is writing. Can you read it then? It's the Attain wig with the veil. Can you read it then? Compiling answers. Attempting interpretation. Research continues into beings capable of replacing mortals that will not disobey orders. First mechanical replacement deemed a failure. Memory permanently discarded. Body parts retained to use in further research. Sounds familiar. Records continue. First design replicated many of the negative qualities of mortals. It protested the treatment of cleaning devices and demanded improvements in conditions. Clearly, inclusion of emotion is unnecessary in future iterations. To create a being with mortal emotions and see that as a defect. That's awful. This must be talking about Fonche. It matches what she told us. The first mechanical being whose nature was too human. Why would they want to make constructs that look like people? Like, genuinely, what is the objective? But they don't want people. They just want machines that look like people. Like, what's the purpose of that? Conclusion. Subsequent models were redesigned to prioritize obedience to the masters above all else. Emotions were eliminated. Ingorias, machines that blindly follow orders. Imurias, puppets with their memories erased, so that they live out their lives over and over. I don't know what just flashed by the screen. I wish I read that. Is this really what the gods want? To get rid of Tudan? Time for work. Record the gallows for me. LOL. Have fun at work, and thank you so much for being here. You made me laugh. I just thought they needed some help or some company. They want to replace mortals? That's a really weird, like, turn. I really did not want to know this. How can learning the truth feel like this? Campfire spirit? What about the campfire spirit? Kiria, how are you? As bad as this is for us, it must be worse for you. Reaction unnecessary. No new information was gained. You did, Dan. This is how the gods have always been. Only your life allowed you to close your eyes to the truth. That is rough. Delga is fed up with them. Aine and Declan are like having their like revelation, epiphany right now. And Delga's like, this is what I've been telling you guys. She's like, my people were completely destroyed. That's what flashed on the screen. Oh, is that what flashed by the screen? Oh, that the campfire spirit went away in sadness. Is that what it said? Because I think I saw like sadness in the corner right here. But it kind of like flashed away, so I couldn't really tell what it was. I feel bad when I see that notification. I'm like, I wish I was there for the campfire spirit. Because it feels so sad, right? Like, why is it sad? I feel bad. Why would the gods do this? Don't say that in front of Delga. She's gonna say the same thing. Aine is staring blankly at the image Akiria was reading from. She seems to be in shock. We do not have time to waver. There's still more we have to do. Aine, come on. 정신 차려. Keep it together. Yeah, it's shocking, but we have things to do. We have bigger priorities than whatever the heck the gods were up to here. We have to save Aaron. Right, Maja. You are right. We have a lot on our shoulders. There's no time to think about this. Too antisocial for that, lol. I just feel bad because, like, he went away in sadness. He had nobody. He signed up. He had, like, a party. Have you guys ever seen, what is it called? X-Arm? No, what is it called? What is it called? Magnus XLR. That's what it was. And how there was the main guy and his friend, and he had a party, and the guy, his best friend, didn't show up. And then later, he's like, when have I never been there for you? And then he remembers his birthday, and then the birthday before that, and the birthday before that, and the birthday before that. And he was like, huh, you're always there for me. I felt so bad. It's like that. That scene plays in my mind whenever I think about the campfire spirit. And Bun, that's crazy. Like, but why? Why have them? Because the constructs are already... Like, for me, it's extra weird that they want constructs that look like people to be like people, but obedient, when they already have constructs that are obedient. You know what I mean? It just feels like an extra layer of cruelty for no reason. And Funche already had an issue with how they were treating the constructs, so that means they weren't even nice to it. Like, let me tell you, if I had a robot today, if I had a Chibi Robo, I would take care of that Chibi Robo. I don't know what I would do. I would make sure it had oil. If it needs oil, you know, I would give it pajamas. I'd give it everything. But now I'm thinking, like, they must have been treated so poorly if Funche saw it and was like, absolutely not. Magus aired during the window. I didn't have cable. That's rough. I didn't have cable either. I think I watched it online. There's no time to think about this. Aine nods and agrees, but you notice she's clenching her fist tight. She's matching Delga because she was clenching her fist too. We should look for more writing they left. 그래요. There must be more elsewhere. Take images of any more writing you see. You need all of the information. We need all the information we can get. You know, it's so funny. I remember you mentioning this, Mabinogi. Yes, it's one of the games that I play the most. I would say 50% of my channel is Mabi. So it's the game. Yes! It's funny that they always call us the Malaysian too, because I'm instantly thinking about Piran, who they were calling us Malaysian too, right? And then Piran's like, stop calling her that. She has a name. She's a person. Are you a fangirl too? I'm always a fangirl. Fangirl of what though? I think most of us have at least played Mabi, if that's what you mean. At least once. Good luck. We'll look too. This game? Oh yeah, I'm definitely a fan of this game. In order to get more information, you decide to look for more of the written language of the gods. Capture images of them and show them to Kiria. Like, this was the content that I started playing because I knew I would love Mabi and play it for, like... I knew I was gonna play it anyway, so I was like, one day I was like, I might as well just stream it, right? I am not the person. I never played this game. That's fair. That's fair. It's a pretty old game, so if you haven't, like, grown up on it, I don't think you would really try it. Unless you grew up on it. This is different. Because wasn't there, like, blacksmith stuff, and now there's, like, pots and stuff? I guess it's just a different side that I just didn't notice earlier. So dance to dance, so we never had a chance. In Girls' Frontline universe, the dolls were made to look human after prototypes was a failure for their appearance in getting human jobs. I guess that logic applies to Mabi. But no, because you see, the angels were trying to get human jobs among humans. So that makes sense that they would try to be more human so that they could get a human job. That makes sense. It doesn't make sense though, because this is Gorias, the city of the gods. There's only gods and constructs here. So the gods and the constructs that they had created. So to make them look more human doesn't have a reason, because they're not, these constructs are simply for the gods, not to blend into human society. I don't know. Right, look at her little legs move. My legs? Whee! Unless they okay, so this is my theory, because Delga was saying that they only want control, right? So what if that really is true? What if they just wanted to control people? Like, they wanted to make mortal-looking constructs so that they could fantasize about controlling mortals. But then that's literally the worst possible take, right? Like, that's literally no grace in that take at all. Maybe one of the gods was just bored, or they just wanted the robots to look more pleasing. I guess so. You've captured an image of the strange symbols in the commercial sector that may represent a part of the god's written language. Show it to Kiria to see what he has to say. It's funny that they made me talk to Aine instead of Kiria. There was a skip ad button. Really? That's not a bad thing at all. Well, I'm a little hesitant. Whenever I see these features, I get a little bit worried, because it seems nice, right? Like, oh, we can skip ads now. But then that makes me think, oh, they're gonna make longer ads now so that, you know, they still get their ad money. Just like YouTube. You show Kiria the writing you found in the commercial sector. Analysis. Writing present. Begin interpretation. Record originates from the reforging workshop. A huge number of order for weapons and decor have been made. Our current deadline unsustainable. We need to delay low priority items. Nuda's silver arm. Nuda! No, not this guy again. Silver arm was created to mimic the movement of the original without any delay or loss of range. For this master work. Kiria's eyes flashed to her a few times, as if reflecting some inner processes. No further interpretation is possible. Significant portions of the surface have been damaged. Nidha. Delga's eyes fill with anger. He truly had no honor, no shame. Low-key. Delga, I'll give you that. I'll give you that, Delga. Because this is like Delga's moment. I feel like this is... She's angry, but I feel like this is what she has kind of been like wanting everybody to see. So they made his arm, like, yeah, it looks that way. His silver arm. Nudha. Nudha. This one. He truly had no honor, no shame. Unable to accept the truth of his own defeat at the hands of our great warrior, he turned to the arts of the gods to cheat his way out of his own failings. Kiria, what about the others? Can any of these be deciphered? Analysis. Interpreting remaining intact records. Blacksmith notes. Visited to examine the entity Inead has shown interest in. Its beautiful glowing eyes. Shared the blueprints of the weapon in development. I can understand Irenead's responses. Who is that? I know I've seen that before. Hold on, I have to look this up because I don't know. Mabinogi Irenead. I don't know how to spell it. Hold on. The secrets of this person's transformation. Oh, this is a YouTube video. I did not want to open a YouTube video. Oh, shoot. I think it's just referring to Iria. Because everything is leading to Generation Chapter 7. I think it's just an Iria thing. Like, I think it's just a way to say Iria. The water spirit? No idea. I see a stupid mug when I do Chronicle missions. LOL, yeah. Yeah, he's there. In that war. A technology that cannot be interpreted by mortals. It's such a meaningless goal. Mineral vein experiment log. Lacking sufficient materials for research. Near the door, empty lands. Yes, we love Kiria. Kiria's cute. Tomorrow is another day. It's a brand new day. Utilizing the vast landmass and underground resources, experiments to create new ores was successful. The record ends there. Irinid. Have I heard that name before? It's the name of the god once worshipped in Iria. She placed a curse on the land, cursing her own followers. I'm sure I need not share my opinion. Dalga, she's been not happy. But tomorrow is my birthday. So today is kind of like our celebration day. And it's Friday, best day for real, for real, for real, for real. If water spirit falls into the ocean, I think the water spirit becomes the entire ocean? Probably. That brings a valid point. I wonder. That's a good question, Bun. I would say no. And my only reason for that is because then if they move, they would have to separate from their entire body, right? And they wouldn't look the way they do anymore. So I have a feeling that if they did join in the water, it would be like they gain more limbs and stuff. But not that they become that, but that it's just like an extension of who they are. As he listens to Kiria and Delga speak, Declan's expression grows increasingly frustrated. Mineral veins, blueprints, weird research. This is all way above my pay grade. All I can make of it is that whatever they were working on affected Aaron somehow. So that seems to be the end of what Kiria was able to read. Talk to the others about what you found out. I don't like this angle. Okay. If what's written here is true, it would mean that some of the gods' advanced technology spread into Aaron a long time ago. Really? Weapons, or even blueprints. If we could search Aaron's history, how much of the gods do you think we'd find? Honestly, I'm still struggling to take it all in. Nothing we've seen here is like anything I could have imagined. But I'm wondering how much of this we should share with the scholars. Why hold anything back? We need all hands on deck. You saw they were with that imager. That's relatively harmless. If we're talking weapons, it's easy to imagine them getting swept away by the discovery and not realizing the consequences. Secrecy may not serve our ultimate goal. Maybe we should just share some parts. We should hold off telling them for now. I honestly think we should talk. You know, like... So, secrecy may not serve our ultimate goal. This is what I'm thinking. Because these are just holding information, right? So I think we should just talk. Responsible! It's always responsible! It's always responsible! I should have said something else. I should have said defiant, you know? What if we just try to derail and then and choose defiant? Just pick whatever I think is defiant. Maybe it's too late for such concerns. We shared everything with them until now. It would be foolish to think they wouldn't notice if we started to hold some things back. Are we closing the city gates? That's what we're trying to do. But first, we want to help the constructs here. So, Kiria and Funche, as well as the sanitation robots. We're trying to help them. So, to do that, we need to get the power source. Because Gorias ran out of power, okay? So, while everybody is okay with leaving Gorias, Kiria wants to stay here. So, we want to have the power source. And then maybe after we get the power source, then we can leave everybody here. I don't know what the whole plan is, but Kiria wants to stay here 100%. A tactless attempt at secrecy would accomplish little beyond damaging their trust in us. You're right. Our main goal is to close the gate of Gorias. If we want everyone to make it through this alive, if you want to get out alive, oh, we need to take all the help we can get. We're not going to make that power source by ourselves. Exactly. Declan nods, seeming to have gotten his thoughts in order. I guess that settles it then. But let's at least see if we can organize all the information we got before we hand it over to the scholars. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. A sanitation construct appears suddenly, seeming to show interest in the gathering. Didn't we capture an image of this little guy earlier? I wonder what's up. Why do people want to stay in an isolated city that has none except in this, like, one person? So there's at least 5 people. There's 3 sanitation robots, Kiria and Fonche. So they want to stick together, I think. But Kiria definitely wants to stay here. Why? Because Kiria is a construct, and his main objective in life is to protect the city. So therefore, he wants to be in the city all the time. Now, Fonche seems to have a little bit more, like, she's willing to leave the city, but I don't think she wants to leave Kiria. That's what I think it is. Kiria wants to send Fonche and the sanitation bots and the other constructs to Aaron, while Kiria stays here. So I think there's a little bit of, like, difference in what their thoughts and opinions are. But Kiria's main objective is to protect the city. Didn't we capture... I wonder what's up. Beep, 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 boop. The sanitation construct begins alternatively shaking and swaying dramatically, as if trying to communicate something. It is admittedly difficult to tell what it's attempting to tell you. I'm sorry, but we cannot understand your beeps, no matter how impassioned they may be. It would undoubtedly be overwhelming, the consciousness spreading instantly all over the ocean at once to match the increased mass. Yes, with his spirit. Sounds fun and not very lonely. I don't care if you're a robot, that's a crazy existence. Yeah, Zaki, I agree with you. I think Kiria might be worried that because what Kiria is going through right now is some sort of, like, corruption or curse or something. So while his objective is to protect the city, he's also having destructive impulses. So that might be why he's trying to get rid of the other constructs. Like, to, like, send them to Aaron so that they can be safe. Because he views them as, like, family, right? That's what I assume. So I think he wants to get them to safety. And then, while Kiria's alone, he can just die. Because he wanted to be shut down. That's what he was talking about. But we were like, no, don't shut down. So hopefully we can find a solution. Power up Gorias again. And then all the constructs can live here. But we still have to close the gate regardless. But hopefully we can at least figure out what is going on with Kiria. And then evidently Sephra, because Sephra is affected by the same thing. You're so cute. Something about the construct swaying turns almost dejected. Oh no! Even though you can't understand it, it seems to understand you just fine. Interpretation. It has observed your investigation of Gorgias and recalled a place that may be of interest to you. It is expressing an intense desire to show you something. Huh? Now I'm wondering what it's so worked up to show us. Let's see where it takes us. No one knows a place better than its cleaners. I bet whatever we find will be well worth our time. How big are the cities? 5 people in there is not gonna fill a whole city. Yeah, because originally, so the city wasn't just 5 people. Originally, it was a city of the gods. So the gods walked among everybody here, and they had way more constructs. So it wasn't just 5 constructs that we have now, because they actually, when the gods left, they destroyed all the constructs except for Kiria. And then Kiria repaired 5. So Fonche and the 3 sanitation bots. The pain of understanding but not being understood. Yes, my poor little sanitation bot. I love it so much though. Beep bop beep, beep bop beep. The sanitation construct bounces up and down, twirling as if to show its delight. Follow it to find out what it wants to show you. You know, I like that Mabi doesn't have the, like, follow missions, you know, where you have to, like, stay, like, you know how in AFK Journey, they make you literally follow them? That can get annoying very fast. I like the quest markers, low-key. So that we can just get there. Beep, bop, beep, beep, bop, beep. Talk to the sanitation constructs. Over here. Out of curiosity, I want to see... Oh, it does take us to the fastest route. Okay, okay. Look at you! Aren't you precious? Sanitation construct is making strident noises as if to make sure you're following. Does it want us to look at something around here? I don't know. That's just a feeling I get. Hey, I think you're right. Maybe we're starting to understand it. Yes, the faster than walking, slower than running NPC that makes you follow them. Yes, those are horrible, Zaki. Like, it's genuinely so annoying. It's so annoying. So I'm glad that Mabi doesn't make us do that. Maybe we're starting to understand it. It's pointing out that pile of rocks. Is that right? Maybe we're still missing something. Translation. This is the sanitation construct's personal storage location. Category, treasure. It intends to show off its secret slab. It wishes to show us a treasure? Well, we won't know unless we look. Declan walks up to the pile of rocks and turns to face you with a sudden grin. I got it. We just gotta move these rocks to find the treasure. As Declan starts hauling rocks away, a stone slab is uncovered. Oh! It's cracked and worn, but you can still make out the etching well enough to recognize it's a schematic for some intricate machinery. Is this a weapon blueprint? It looks like a gun. It literally looks like a gun. I got no idea what most of this means, but doesn't that drawing look sort of like dual guns? Yeah. There is text present as well. Delga points to a section that appears to be in the language of the gods. Kiria looks for a moment, then begins to translate. Interpretation. Schematic describes a portable device that converts mana into ammunition. That's literally the plot of dual guns. What? Then it is a blueprint for dual guns. Or part of them anyway. The gods wrote this? Why is this here? Conjecture. Slab appears to originate from Gorgias, perhaps notation of research done by the blacksmith. Technology as recorded remains incomplete. What's weird is that I'm not sure if the gods came up with all of this. Because wasn't the whole backstory for dual guns described years ago? like years ago, our time, like Malaysian time, like our time. So I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe they saw dual guns that mortals were using and then wrote a schematic for their own type of dual gun. I don't know. Perhaps notation of research done by the blacksmith. Technology as recorded remains incomplete. So, does this mean that dual guns were invented in Gorias? I don't know. It feels really weird to have dual guns of all things invented in Gorias. But okay. Analysis. Requested information outside the record range of memory. No certain determination can be made. However, comparing current technology and the schematic seen here, the likelihood is that this is a prototype exceeds 90%. Guns in a fantasy setting, shooting down wizards that tries their hardest to chant their souls. We've had guns for a moment. Like, this is not the first time. Oh, shoot. I almost fell. Because I pushed back the chair a little bit. Oh, yeah. Didn't we read something in the Forge about giving a weapon schematic to mortals? Did we? I don't even remember that. Maybe that's what they meant. The schematic for dual guns. But why? Why give it to mortals? Because they didn't even like mortals. Yes. That is the most likely scenario, given what we know. Huh. That's really something. I mean, I've seen dual guns. I knew they were advanced, but made by gods? I never would have guessed. We need to show this to the scholars. Yes, I think you're right. This tells us a lot about their machinery, so I think it will be a huge help in finding another power source. We definitely need to bring it to the scholars. And it's funny, because Adelia evidently used guns, right? Wasn't that what it was? So can you imagine like a priestess walking around, and then especially how Mabi dual guns look? She's just literally like flying around, shooting everybody. Thanks, little guy. This is really helpful. At Declan's Zinc, the construct starts to make urgent noises. The gods to humans go do a crime, literally. Is it okay if we take this with us? It's to save Gorias. Condition. The construct would like something in return. Request. Take an image of something, of me doing something cool. I love the hustle. This guy knows how to get what it wants. But didn't we take a cool image of you earlier? What did you call it? Artistic cleaning? Something like that? Negation. It says that is not the coolest pose. Therefore, it would like another image. Priest with a gun is common trope. Really? I guess so, because now I'm thinking Trigun. But still, like in the world of Mabi, that is not common. In the world of Mabi. Then we better take another. Because now that I'm thinking about it, only Trigun is the only like priesthood gun I can think of. Can you give me more examples, Dime? Like, I believe you, I just can't think of any. In fact, I can't really think of many characters that use guns at all. I'm thinking now. I'm thinking. I think mainly because I watch fantasy, a lot of that doesn't even involve guns. So I think that might be what's throwing me off. I don't think I watch shows with guns. Unless it's Trigun. There are Westerns. I guess I don't watch those. I'm trying to think, because now I'm trying to think of like Vampire Hunter D. I don't think he used a gun, but he's not a priest anyway, so. The sanitation construct makes a series of rapid beeps and moves around getting ready. Is that cool? It's still just cleaning. Declan, do not say that. This sanitation robot's doing its best. Declan, this is important to it, so we need to take it seriously. Please take a good image of our cool friend here. Use the Gorya's imaging skill on the sanitation construct to capture its very serious cool pose. A slab that one of the sanitation constructs had hidden away with its treasures. Strangely, the image engraved on the stone looks like it could be used for a blueprint for a prototype dual gun. Oh, this sucks. Twitch keeps freezing, so I'm behind on the screen. That's rough. Sweetie. You've captured an image of that. Here. Happy with your recording of its cool pose, the sanitation construct returns to cleaning with a few excited chirps. You're still not sure if it looks... You're still not sure if it looks that different than normal. Message relay to the visitor, extremely satisfied. So, that's the cool pose. It just looks like it's cleaning to me, Declan. Stop. I'm just glad it likes it. Cleaning is an important job for our little buddy here. I suppose these things have a sort of unusual charm. Right, our little buddy gave us this tablet, so let's bring it to the scholars. Aine looks at the stone slab with great interest. Yes, it may be important. We shouldn't delay. Chrono Crusade. Kiria, we'll have to leave for a little while to bring this to the scholars who will know what to do with it. I mean, out to our world. At the mention of going to Eren, Kiria's eyes flash with interest. Request: research materials from the visitor's world. Please bring dual guns and mana bullets upon your return. Do I have to give them to you? Because I have my blinded guns, and that's all you're gonna see. You're gonna look at it. And hello, Brony! You just wanted to nap for a bit? Sounds good. So did you have a good nap? Are you feeling refreshed? Are you feeling well rested? Clarification. The research will involve disassembly. Unclear if reassembly will be possible. So please do not provide items of value. Okay, you can't have my blinded guns then. You're going to take apart some dual guns. Is that really necessary? Tell him you'll bring it. Tell him you'll think about it. I'll just bring it. Now that we know for sure they're the god's design, he has a good reason to want to look into them. Affirmative. The mechanism used in the dual guns is of the lineage of the technology of Gorya's. Deep investigation of a weapon and the bullets will likely be illuminating. Yes, that could be extremely useful in the search for the power source. It's too bad to destroy a perfectly good weapon. I guess it will be for a good enough reason. We'll do whatever we can to help. Okay, we'll be back in a bit with your research materials, Kiria. Approved. May the wind of Gorya's blow. You see what I mean? Like, why include the winds thing? Like, I feel like they're really pushing the terminology wind. And they've done this a couple of times. And I get it, because Winds of Fate is the name of the thing. I just feel like they're including it in parts that don't necessarily make sense. The Wrath of God is a Western movie with such, and the anime Chrono Crusade. Oh, I see. I've not watched those. You gather up the stone slab and all your recorded images from Gorya's. Bring them to the scholars in Dunbarton so they can study them. And Trigun is a homage to Westerns anyway. Chrono Crusade was nice. I did not watch it, so I don't know. But yeah, there's a few things that I feel like are like references to other things. Like Samurai 7. Didn't that originate from the... No, is it the other way around? Because there's a Western that's also something like... Something 7. Like 7 Cowboys? The Magnificent Seven. So I'm pretty sure Seven Samurai was... It's one or the other. The Magnificent Seven was a 1960 movie. And then... And Samurai 7 was... I think inspired it? Although the film received mixed reviews, Akira Kurosawa was so impressed he sent John Sturges a ceremonial sword as a gift. That's lit. The Western was a... Oh, shoot! Oh my gosh, I dropped this. I like it when two different cultures can get along. Like, I love that. I watched both. Well, actually, all three. I watched the Seven Samurai, and then the Magnificent Seven, and then Samurai 7, the anime. I think it was an actual event. An actual event. Okay, I didn't know the actual event, but I know there was two Japanese things. A Japanese movie, English movie, and a Japanese anime. I've never been that good at history, though, so I'm not surprised that I don't know. All of the above, I'm guessing on that last part. Fair. I got you, and you got me. I don't need my glasses on to see we're both pretty lucky. Okay, now we need to visit the scholars. We waited long for the master song, and it's time to join in the chorus. Sing songs. This is amazing. This image, this stone slab, could it truly be a divine relic inscribed as the very language of the gods and the design of the artifact pictured on it? The scholar holds the slab brought back from Gorias, trembling with excitement. It looks like a blueprint for handguns. As you mention guns, the assistant scholar stares at the slab in wide-eyed wonder. Could this really be the origin of dual guns in Aaron? That would mean the technology I've admired since childhood was designed by the very gods. I mean, wow, hypothetically, if I were to write a paper on this, could I become the youngest scholar ever to rise to the ranks of senior fellow in the history of the Royal Societies? I did not get the impression that you were the first, like, youngest. I did not get the vibe that you were young at all. But okay. I'm thinking too small. I need to aim higher. This might be the key to uncovering the origins of not just dual guns, but the field of Hillwind engineering as we know it today. Calm down now. We're all excited by what we're seeing, but right now, we need to let our rational minds guide the way rather than our emotions. Don't forget, the reason we need to analyze what they've brought us is to discover whether there's a solution to our current problem. Whee! This has been the most beautiful piece of stone I've ever laid eyes on. I can't resist its call. I must analyze it without delay. Well, I'll leave the investigating that slab to all of you then. It's nice to see everyone working so hard. We should keep sharing whatever information we find with the researchers going forward. These divine trifles are not important, only the results they lead to. Please ensure our discoveries are used well. Ah, right. Wasn't there something Kiria was asking for? We need a set of dual guns. Huh? Dual gun? What for? I thought I would have to get them. Honestly, I don't understand why we need to get these. You tell the researcher that one of Gorrias' residents expressed a desire to analyze a dual gun and some mana bullets. I can see the logic in it. With a thorough analysis, we could be able to identify similarities between the power structures they have and some sort of power we're able to provide. Oh me! I have a pair of guns I brought for, research purposes. That's crazy. Plenty of mana bullets too. Nothing too fancy, of course, but perfectly adequate for research. If you happen to need a dual gun and some mana bullets to take to Gorrias, you ought to talk to this fellow. You? You have guns? For research purposes? Okay. While you head back to Gorrias, we'll continue to analyze the slab here. For you, I'll only charge our staff rates, just above wholesale. Just tell me what you'd like. If you want to purchase a set of dual guns and some mana bullets to take to Kiria, speak to the assistant scholar. Why can't I just buy some? For you, I'll only charge our staff rates, just above wholesale. Just tell me if you need the mana... this. Okay, that's fine. I can pay that. I mean, I don't think I needed to pay that. I already have mana bullets, so I don't need that. In fact, I have a whole bag of them over here with my blue dragon. I think I already passed it. My blue dragon. This one. Fantastic. I could have used any of these, but it's fine. And then training bullets were enough? Okay, we'll take these then. Hi, how is everyone today? Awesome to be here. Well, I'm glad you're here, Roar. I'm doing fantastic. And you're gonna hear me roar louder than a lion, 'cause I am a champion. And you're gonna hear me roar. Hopefully it isn't a silly question where you need to give them a pair of guns. We did. We do need to give them a pair of guns and mana bullets. And Destiny, welcome in. We actually fixed the problem over on Twitch. And when I say we fixed it, I think Twitch fixed it. I think they fixed their platform a little bit. I don't know what happened. And YouTube seems to be working well. But thank you so much for coming in again, Destiny. It's destiny. The dreams I dreamed are destined to be. I can see the future and I'm satisfied. You and me, it's destiny. Fate is on my side. Don't be afraid of superstition. Don't be misled by blind ambition. You bring Kiria the dual guns and mana bullets he asked for. Classification. Equipment provided will be completely disassembled for analysis. Research materials cannot be restored to their original state. Please provide final confirmation. I'll bring you another one. Go ahead and take it apart. Okay. I'm just making sure that I don't have anything too valuable here. This is about to expire. Have you ever seen these expire in real time? You're about to. Okay. I'll bring you another one. Go ahead and take it apart. Approved. Permission to disassemble has been granted. Please place the dual guns here. Choose a pair of dual guns to give. They will be disassembled and you won't get them back, so choose carefully. Not my bladed guns! These. Scanning item confirmed. Dual guns accepted. Please place the mana bullets here. Choose mana bullets. They will be disassembled and you won't get them back, so choose carefully. Do I have to give him the whole pile? Like, I feel like that's a little bit unnecessary, but okay. 감사합니다. Research materials will be investigated thoroughly to determine a feasible power source. Even small clues may lead to a solution. Kiria immediately starts examining the dual guns and mana bullets. How are you holding up? You sound a bit desperate. Kiria pauses what he's doing with the dual guns and looks at Aine. Objective. Find power source. Aim. Reactivate Gorrias. Reactivate Gorrias. Priority. Highest possible. It is my only important objective. What must be protected above all? No! Kiriya! Error. An exception has occurred in the reasoning process. Repair needed. What? You need repairs? Are you okay? What happened? Oh, because I think Kiriya was gaining more emotion, and then his, like, programming whatever has issue. The error was temporary. No further action is needed. Are you sure? I mean, that's good, but... Your conversation is interrupted by a leisurely mechanical hum from somewhere. Sanitation construct. Scramal. Huh? Another one? What's it saying? We didn't hear the whirl, but okay. Kiriya's sharp, focused demeanor softens at the approach of the sanitation construct. Interpretation. There is something the visitors may find interesting. Please follow. It wants to show us something? Does this one have a hidden treasure too? This one's funny. Let's go with it. Even the most... What? Lakada isticle of the construct exhibits constant movement. Gee, welcome in. It's been a second. And thank you. I hope you have fun. Follow the sanitation construct to whatever it wants to show you. And thank you. Let's click it here because it knows how to auto take us there, so I won't think too hard on it. You follow the sanitation construct to a pile of rocks. Something about this is giving you a sense of deja vu. Hang on, this one wants to show off treasures too? Is it just me, or are they being kind of competitive about this? The sanitation construct pulls a worn pile of papers from among the rocks. Wait, is that? The paper is in bad shape, but Adelia's handwriting is clear and dark. It's more writings from my mom. I can't believe it's been here the whole time. I'm just glad we found it. Yeah, without this little guy's help, we would have missed this one completely. Hello, Nugget. How are you? I was sure there'd be more, but I almost gave up on actually finding it. Little buddy, thank you. Thank you for keeping this safe. I'm so glad to see it. It's your B-Day? Oh my gosh! Happy birthday, Nugget! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nugget. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Is your age classified too? I hope you have a beautiful day. You're very welcome. The sanitation construct's noises take a sing-song quality as if it's very excited. Translation. Glad of helpfulness. In return, requesting an image of a cute pose. Kiriya dutifully translates the sanitation construct's noises for you. Cute pose? Like what? The quality of its current movements are significantly different than usual. Slower as well. So you want to be cute, little buddy? Well, I think we can definitely do that. Let's make this image especially good, since it gave us something so precious. Sanitation construct Skamal is confidently striking a cute pose. Is that what it calls cute? Takes all kinds, I guess. Seriously, Declan, this is a big deal for it. Don't be mean. We must show our appreciation. The construct has given us new information. Will you take an image of our cute little buddy? Thanks, Dime. Man, maybe I'm just too old to get it. What's the big deal with these image thingies? Why are they so obsessed with them? Use the Gloria's imaging skill to record Sanitation Construct's Skamal's cute pose. Sanitation Construct's Scub, who tagged along, is clearly hoping to get an image out of it too. You might as well oblige since you're at it. Okay, let's get a picture of you. They're actually so cute though. This one didn't help us though. He wants to get the reward without actually helping. But we are obliging, so. And thank you, Nugget. And Dime. Cake bro! Shall we bro cake? Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can actually... Oh, I can! I can open my Twitch. I think if I do this, that should give me something. Oh no, it didn't work. I don't know why this only works like 20% of the time. I guess I don't have any cake to give. But I can. What I can do is... Cupcake rain. Catch one of the cupcakes. Kiryu has become Rockin' Mabi. LOL. Don't insult Kiryu. Kiryu is so much more useful and so much more cute. You have captured images of all the sanitation constructs. Now, you should see... And thank you so much for the cake pops. You know, I actually really love cake pops. I think they're so nice. I just don't like it when the chocolate part is too thick. Like, sometimes they put, like, 2 or 3 layers of chocolate. I just want the one. You have captured an image of all the sanitation constructs. Now, you should see what's in the packet of Adelia's writings that Skamal showed you. The cake is a lie. LOL bun. Talk to Aina in Goria's commercial sector. Nice, so right here. Seeming satisfied with your recording of its cute pose, the sanitation construct returns to cleaning, emitting a few beeps and chirps. You think it may be an expression of glee. I guess that means you did a good job? It did look pretty pleased with itself. It gave us an amazing gift. So I'm glad we were able to return the favor somehow. We should see what the record says. Alright, we should read it before we do anything else. Maybe it continues on from one we found in the residential sector? Let's take a look. As you carefully open the record, you're greeted by Adelia's clear, concise penmanship. Time flows slowly here. Slowly, slowly. Silence pervades everything, hanging over the city like a heavy shroud. The only thing I ever hear is the occasional chirping of one of the automations that wanders around, trying in vain to clean a place where I've never seen so much as a speck of dust. Fonche walks the same path every day, her patrol route, she says. What is there to guard? There are no visitors here, no valuables, not a soul in sight. When I wander the city, I often see Kiria out and about, continually trying and failing to restore the ruins to some semblance of their former glory. He's incredibly persistent, I'll give him that. He uses every resource at his disposal, but even then, it's one automation trying to save an entire city from losing the essence of what it used to be. Watching them manually turn the hands of the city's clock, a clock that stopped long ago, it reminds me of nothing so much as looking up at the sky during the twilight hour as the sun slowly sinks below the horizon. That's the truth of this place, a city forever frozen in the twilight of its years. At times, I feel as though time has stopped for me too. Whenever I feel my heart teetering, threatening to crumble, I recite the code of drilled into my head like marks chiseled into stone. After that, you see a place on the page that shows traces of something having been written down, then erased. It's difficult to make out what was once written there. Kiria has shown interest in the weapons I hidden away. He wanted me to explain how they worked. I spent years of training mastering the art of fighting with dual handguns, but I never really gave much thought to the mechanics. If I knew, I'd give a presentation on it someday. I would have asked the kid with the flashy hair to disassemble one and show me how they're put together. I don't know how much time has passed anymore. I feel like all the memories of the life I lived before coming here are growing more faint. I'm afraid. It feels humbling to admit, but it's the truth. How much longer will I be able to hold out here? Someday, even the longing to protect someone won't be enough to keep me alive. I'm growing weaker, slowly, but I can feel it. If only I could see you again, just one more time before the light in my heart grows dim. See your face just one last time. The record ends here. Mother, she was afraid. I mean, I would be too, to be fair. Everything we've learned about her made her seem so strong. But I guess even the strongest person alive would have struggled, stuck here for so long. Yeah! Still, if she were just an ordinary person, I doubt she would have fought to leave behind a record of her time here like she did. You don't need to face every pain life places in your path. Sometimes it's better to avoid them. I mean, I agree. What I mean is, you're not obligated to read every record we may find here. But I want to know everything I can about what my mother thought and felt during all the time she had to spend here. I want to find each and every one, if only to honor her for leaving all of these memories behind, even while she was suffering so much inside. Aine lowers her head, clutching Adelia's writing tightly to her chest. How about we face this together? She's right. If you're gonna make it your mission to collect them all, we'll be right there with you as you see what's in them. Alright. Aine carefully hands you the stack of papers she was holding tightly. Adelia's second record. Adelia's second record, found hidden with the treasures of the sanitation construct. The edges of the paper are worn out, as if it's been taken out and handled frequently, but most of the text is still legible. The handwriting is as neat as if each letter was... oh my gosh, my English. I don't know why I stopped being able to read. The handwriting is as neat as if each letter were drawn out with a ruler. That's impressive. She writes like a printer then. The writer must have been a meticulous person. Inspect Adelia's second record. We're gonna see like the memories. The pages Aine gave you are clearly worn with age, unlike the ones you found earlier, which looked like they could have been written yesterday. It seems like it was uncovered and moved during cleaning. Aine looks at you nervously. Is it time to read what's written there? I actually didn't realize the time, so I'm gonna click not quite ready. Yes, I could also use a moment. Aine hesitates, tapping her fingers restlessly against her arm. Once you're ready, talk to Aine again. But it is time. It's time to duel. Just kidding. It's time to raid. And I don't think anybody is playing Mabi. No. We could raid Marshmallow again. I feel like Marshmallow might be the best person. Because I don't really know everybody, you know? I get nervous. Meeting new people. So I tend to raid the people that I know. Oh my gosh. Oh shoot, I forgot. I just realized that the mapping. I hate to say this, but the story is dragging a bit. It is a little bit, right? Because I feel like we took so many photos. We didn't need to see all those photos, if I'm being honest. Like, it was cute and I'm not too angry. Like, I'm still in a good mood. I need to stream more for sure. But I did feel like a lot of this was taking pictures today. But I don't necessarily have an issue with this fluff. Like, today, I think it's fine. But if we do this again next stream and we're taking 40,000 more pictures as well, then I don't know. But thank you so much for coming, everyone. Have a good night or morning. Love you guys and stay sweet.